Arizona, homeowner's best friend.
And it doesn't seem like, we're over 150 days since we got any measurable rain here in the desert, that, that's kind of a fool's errand. But when we get it, it comes.
Exactly. We get 7 inches a year on average, probably more, probably less in 2024. But when it comes, you want to capture it. It's like that's a resource that we need to get control of. And
I've had to reverse my mindset. Like when rainwater harvesting came out, about the time gray water, started getting popular, a lot of people were looking at it like, well, it's you'll never get a return on investment in the Phoenix area because we don't get enough rain. But Tucson, they get a little bit more rain, and it's worth it. And you'll pay off your investment. Well, it kind of had to change your mindset. Like, what investment are you talking about? The investment of financial, or that we're utilizing every single drop so we don't end up with restrictions, coming down on how much water we can take out from our city, or whoever our water suppliers. So you're investing in the water resource guarantee down the road. So that it's a different.
Exactly, and different mindset. But here's another interesting thought. So at the urban farm, I installed a $2,400 rainwater harvesting cistern on one half of my patio. On the other half of my patio, I invested in a downspout that went 30 feet out into the yard. The cistern was $2,400. The downspout, $80. And that water went 30 feet off of the roof, off of the patio, out into a small orchard area that got watered from it. And they both collected the same amount of rainwater. So there's this misnomer that you have to put in tanks. Use your soil and basins in your yard as the rainwater tank, and then plant around those basins. That's a lot less expensive way to do it. Obviously, you can't pull it out and use it again later, but that's okay. At least you're directing it into a place in your yard where it's actually going to make fruit.
And you go walking in the desert, any wash that you go through will always have more vegetation, but there's no water running in it. Well, there's the soil's retaining in it, it's underground. So you're basically just creating that environment in your backyard with these kind of retention basins you're talking about.
Exactly. So just put some thought into that, and especially these days with our drought and what's happening.
Because of the lack of water we get, every drop we get, we've got to utilize.
Exactly.
Rosie on the house, every Arizona homeowner's best friend.